I just want to say before we get started, this is a dramatization, a simulation. Nothing gross will be seen here. But it is an important topic that I really feel needs to be solved. Now that we got that all out of the way, let's get to it. If you have traveled in some sort of vehicle, be it a car, be it a train, be it a boat, be it a plane, you have probably seen this happen more than once. Mommy, daddy, or friend, after too much of, this, I don't feel so good. After that response, one of two things actually happen. This, which is horrible, everywhere, seen that more than once, cleaned up more than one car. I've also seen it in military and small aircraft. Not a fun deal. Number two is something like this. In fact, this very trash can has been used for that task. The only problem is, this is open and is most likely going to get everybody else in the car sick. And you only have one of these. And if you're lucky, there isn't a lot of stuff in here already, or maybe something like a smartphone or things that haven't fallen in here and gotten puke on them, right? Post in the comments below if this has happened to you. So getting tired of cleaning up puke or smelling it in the car, I came up with a way to solve both problems 1 and 2. And I call it the X Factor Vomit Collector. So this is how it works. You're going down the road, somebody's not feeling good. What do? Oh, I'm not feeling good. I think I'm gonna get sick. You don't want them to throw it up outside the window, by the way. I've seen people do that on the outside of cars at speed. It also happens where in the back seat, hits people, hits them, or is actually ruined the outside paint on a car. Here's where the magic of X Factor happens. I think I'm gonna be sick. Driver or a navigator in the front seat, quick, hand them the X Factor. And if they're kind enough, they take the top off already. Little convenient handles right here. Okay, everybody's uncomfortable about that. Unlike the trash can where it's in the open, the X Factor's ready. Pull out the tossed cookies and either use the rubber band as provided to cinch it up, or just put a quick twist knot in there, and then, and only then, throw it into the trash can. Contained. But, on personal experience, usually one phase of cookie tossing isn't enough. And that's where X Factor comes in yet again. I'm still feeling sick. X Factor laughs at this, because guess what? Multiple layers of plastic bags. Tie it off, there you go. Personal experience, X Factor only needs about 4 or 5 bags, but you could put 6, 7 in here and take care of business. So now we'll do a little detail shot and show you what's inside of X Factor. I'm going to reveal the magic that is X Factor. This is a protein shake container. You could use any kind of container. One of the key ingredients is big enough to hold a person's mouth so that it's a good target, but not too big. But a loose fitting lid so that the plastic bags can go in there, and some sort of ridge to contain the plastic bags. The minus X Factor doesn't have these handles in here. The chances of somebody that's sick holding on to a cylinder or even a square, not so good without some extra support. So we got two 11-inch 500-pound paracord handles because it's thicker. You can just put one or both hands depending on how the person is, and see, even if they lose one or even drop it, they've still got a hold of X Factor. These handles are offset 180 degrees, and they're located an inch or so from the bottom and an inch or so from this top part here. What I did is I just put a simple overhand knot in one end, and I feed it through like that, and the knot will keep it from going through, and then feed it through the top like this. And the reason why you have the little extra is because if you don't give yourself enough room, it's hard to tie the overhand knot. And then once you have it in place, you can either opt for a bigger handle That's not too bad. Or you could just tighten it up by sliding that overhand knot. You can just bring up the slack a little bit and make it whatever length you want. And there's no way these things are going to come out. I'll post all the materials below. All these are bread 1 gallon plastic bags. Just thick enough to contain the puke and not thin enough that it's going to break on you. Put those down, run it around the edge here like this. Take the rubber band and just run it over the top. And if you didn't have those holes in there, you might have a little suction problem in trying to get this bag down in there. You can see that it sits underneath that lip. A pretty simple containment system. And then you can put in as many bags as you want. I usually have 3 to 4. You could do 5 or even 6 depending on what kind of crew you have. You could make 2, 3. We thought about making V's, but telling everybody in the car to get the vomit container is gonna make some people sick, or the person that's not feeling so good is gonna blow chunks before they get the X Factor. So the X Factor doesn't sound so bad, but sometimes it's all about the name. And for those of you who might be concerned out there, no cookies were harmed in the making of this video. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of wacky ideas, designs of all kinds, I evaluate sports gear, photography equipment, and make sports gear and photography equipment. I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what cleanup ideas you might see.